What's happening, people? So we're going to start with a little warm up, so just get straight into it. We're going to start jump and squat down. Just good to warm up everything. So out wide, straight down low. Out wide, straight down low. Good, just keep moving. Do this for as long as you want to do, just to warm it up. I'm just going to do a few, just to give you some ideas. So get your heart rate going, warm the muscles up, and then we're just going to cover the basics today, as if we were doing week 1 in a class of your beginner to win at MMA. Here we go, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, so we just go straight onto the abs. So normal sit-ups we'll do, straight up, straight down. Good, obviously you can do that for as long as you want to do, but like I said, I'm just going to give you a rough little short warm up before we get into it. So just end with your press ups, so we'll go wide, normal, close on the press ups, just to warm everything up on your upper body, get it all firing. So the wider you go, the more chest it's working, the closer you go, the more tricep it's working, so good for your punches. So wide, normal, close. Couple more. Good. So a little short warm up done. I'm not going to cover much fitness. I want to get straight into what we would be doing in the class. So it's just stretch off your upper body. So I'm up, stretching off your tricep, ready for your punches. So just pulling it back. Good, take that arm straight across your chest. Just stretch out your shoulder. Good, just hold them for like 5 to 10 seconds. Other arm straight up. Pull it back for more stretch with the opposite arm. Stand up tall. Good, same arm across. Just stretching off your shoulder. Good, stretching out your chest. The hands behind your back. And just pushing out your chest. Just taking your arms up behind your back. Good. Stretching out your back, so opposite way around. Hands in front of you. Arch your back over, push away. Good, then your legs. Just taking like double shoulder width apart, triple shoulder width apart. And just touching side to side. So stretching out the back of your legs, lower back. Good, just slowly taking them out a little bit. And then just going around to one side, hand on the back of your leg, hand on the front of your foot, pull yourself in. Good, and then up and over to the other side. Keeping your legs straight, try and get your kneecap pushed back. So no bend, push it back. Back into the middle. Go a little bit wider if you want to. Same thing, kneecap push back all the time. Good, so that's inside your legs done. Leg up behind, stretch out your quad in front. Pull it up, pull it up. Taking the same leg up in front, so stretch out your hamstrings underneath. Keep balance. Good, other leg straight up behind. Stretching out your quad. Whoop. Straight up. Cool, just shake it off. Okay, so with the MMA, or with any fight, it will start standing up unless you're doing obviously like a jiu-jitsu or grappling match or something. So, we're going to start with a stand-up. So traditionally with the boxing, you can stand up a little bit taller. Obviously with the MMA, you need to sit lower because somebody is potentially going to take your legs out. So you have a lower base. When you're boxing, when you're kicking, whatever it is, you have a lower base. So you've got more stability around the takedowns. So no standing up tall. So feet shoulder width, a little bit more, shoulder width apart. Front foot facing the target so you can enter. back foot off center, like 45 degrees, both hands up. If you're right-handed, right hand back. If you're left-handed, you'll be in a southpaw lower base, left hand back. So I'm just going to go the way I would go. So right hand back, right foot back, left foot facing forwards, lower base than I would normally have, chin down, hands up here. So we're just going to start with the feet, the footwork. So hands high, all you're going to do is just work on how to move. So the drag step, same as we would if we were boxing, just boxing. So just left foot, if you're going backwards, left foot's going to lead, front foot's going to follow. Left foot's going to lead, front foot's going to follow. Same as if you're going forwards, front foot's going to lead, back foot's going to follow. You don't cross your feet, don't have them in line, don't walk past. Always have them 1 foot forwards, 1 foot back. So left foot in, stand up. Left foot in, remember lower base. Left foot in, left foot in, left foot in. If you're going backwards, right foot back, or back foot back. Back foot, then front foot catches. If I was going to move to the left, your lead leg or your left leg will move first. So off to the side here, and exactly the same as if we were going to the right foot will lead. Boom, boom, left foot lead. Forwards, front foot leads, back foot leads. That way, that foot leads, that way, the closest foot to it leads. Front foot, we're moving forward leads, back foot, if we're going backward leads. Good, obviously I appreciate for you guys, it will look like I'm in the opposite stance. You just remember I've got left foot forwards here. Okay, so with that lower base, keeping that idea, just going to work on the basic punches, not going to move on too far with any of it, just going to do a general overview of a little bit of stand up, a little bit of ground. So, the lead hand is the jab. So what we're going to do is just work on the jab and bringing it back to guard. So the left hand, straight out, straight back. Remember to keep a lower base where everything, rather than stand up too high. Obviously if you get kicked, it's going to cause more damage. If you stand up too high, it's going to be easier for them to take your legs out. So lower base, here bent knees, just popping the front hand out and back to guard. So all the way out and back to guard. All the way out, back to guard, little bend in those knees. So if I'm facing this way, look, you can see the shoulder is covering my jawline here. Jab, and then back to guard. Lower base, jab, back to guard. Jab, back to guard. Jab, back to guard. Always keeping the other hand up in guard. Look, so if I throw it from this way here, look, right hand's up, low base, jab, back to guard. Jab, back to guard. Jab, we've got chin down, eyes on the target, right hand covering this side of my face, elbow in, covering the body, lower base, left hand out. So jab, jab, cool, and this way, jab, back to guard, bent knees, jab, back to guard, jab. Good, and exactly the same with the right hand. So your normal right punch. So just twisting through, exactly the same, fully extending the shot, elbows kept in, rather than having them out wide, elbow in here. Much harder to see a shot coming if you're just punching in a dead straight line without showing the elbow to start with. So no telegraphing with the elbows out, just dead straight and back to guard. So if I'm off this way, look, right shoulder will be covering the jaw as I'm throwing the shot, low base, back to guard. So punch out, back to guard. Punch out, I'm not leaning forward with the shot, I'm just standing neutral. Punch and back to guard, yeah. Punch and back to guard. So forwards, left punch and back to guard. Both hands high, low base. Punch, back to guard. Punch, back to guard. Same this way, see left hand up, covering the jawline, low base. Punch, back to guard. Punch, back to guard. Punch. So again from this way, look, elbows are in, covering the body. Here, punch and back to guard. Punch, back to guard. So working the two, the jab then the cross. Remember the lead hand's the jab. So we're going to jab cross, back to guard, low base. Jab cross, back to guard, low base. Don't need to work any speed, any power. Just get the technique right. So full extension, back to guard. Punch one out and then cross them over there. Boom, so it's flowing. Boom, boom, guard. Elbows tucked. 1, 2. Remember, it's harder to see coming if you're just going a straight line rather than creeping out here. Look. This is easier to see coming, this movement. So straight line, 1, 2, guard. Yeah, elbows in. Boom, boom. This way. Low base again. Hands high, 1, 2. Elbows in. Boom, boom. Elbows in. Boom, boom. Good. This way. Facing forward. Boom, boom. Chin down. Hands up, covering the face. Punch, punch, guard. Punch, punch, guard. Cool. So we do it on the move, moving forwards. So drag stepping forwards, look, stop. 1, 2. Relax, tidy feet. Get that settled first. Moving forwards. 1, 2. Good, get that settled. Good strong base below you. Stepping in. 1, 2. Same thing on the back foot. So you drag stepping back. Land base. 1, 2. Okay, obviously we can hit on the move, but we're just going to take it right back, strip it right back to the start. Step, stop, low base. 1, 2, back to guard. One more time. Step back. Get your stability tidy. 1, 2. Moving in. Here, stable leg slut. 1, 2. Elbows tucked. Stepping in. Stability. Bum, bum. Here, look. Step, stop, low base. 1, 2. Here. Step, stop, low base. Again, step, stop, low base. Moving back. Step, stop, low base. Step, stop. Fully extending the shots. Shoulder covering the jawline here. Boom, boom. There, look. Shoulder covering here. Back to guard. Boom, boom. So you can just keep working on that jab cross. Moving around with it a little bit. Perhaps put a little bit of head movement on it. But remember, low base, tidy feet, drag step. No crossing the feet like this. No crossing, no moving forwards like that. Keeping good solid base, lower base than normal. Jab cross, back to guard. Jab cross, back to guard. Hands up, covering the face. Boom. Low base. Good. Cool, so moving you guys on a little bit. So we've done a little bit of stand-up work. Now we're just going to work on defense of the takedown. Okay, so we're going to move from the upper body down low as if somebody's taking the legs out, working the sprawl. So if you're standing up tall, remember it's going to be much easier for them to take your legs out. So sit a little bit lower. So for the sprawl, you're just going to plant your hands out. Imagine somebody's shooting in to grab onto your front leg or your back leg or both legs. You're pushing them down to the floor, so arms are going to stay straight. Shoot your legs behind you so you've got some weight spread and push them down to the floor. So if I just do it from here, just down, hips down, and then back to guard. And here, so imagine them coming in here, push them down, keep your head up, hips down to the mat, feet wide, so I've got some stability again, and then back up to guard. Imagine them shooting, just sprawling back. Make sure when you sprawl or bring your feet back in, we try and come to some sort of stance, whether it's orthodox or southpaw. So boom, if I come back up this way, no problem. I've still got some stability underneath me. So yeah, sprawling, and then back up. Try and keep your arms straight, head up looking forwards and hips down to the mat. So this way, somebody's shooting in, look. Just take my leg back behind me here. So somebody's shooting in, just pushing them down here. Somebody shoots, down, back up, low base like when we were boxing earlier. Here, shoot. Sorry, sprawling, so they're shooting, you sprawl, looking forwards, cool. Okay, so we go 10 of them facing forwards, look. So from here, low base, like when we were boxing earlier, imagine you're throwing shots, but somebody's shot underneath. We'll go for 10 sprawls, nice controlled movements, let's go down. And then up to guard. Here, 2, to guard, 3, good, 4, good, 5, good, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, front on that somebody shoots, just sprawl back to guard. Cool, just keep practicing. Cool, so that was them shooting in for you. That was them trying to take your legs out. So now we'll work the shoot. So from your low base, imagine you're trying to pick up their legs, their front leg or back leg or both legs. So your front knee, imagine they're in a normal stance in front of you. Your front knee is going to go through that hole of the legs. Your back leg is going to come round as if they're stood here, look. And then you're going to scoop up the legs. And then step back to where you were, that's fine. So shoot through with your lead knee, look. Leg comes round, and then scooping them up. Use your legs. So lead leg through the hole, leg round, back to guard. So you can go with the other leg, look. Lead leg down through the hole, back leg comes round, scooping them up. And then back in. So you can just work alternating through the legs. So down through, and stand yourself up. Here, down through, stand yourself up. Up into a low base. So down, up. Good. Down, leg round, scoop them up. Here, knee through, leg round, stand them up. Knee through, leg round, stand them up. Knee through, leg round, stand them up. Here, knee through, leg round, stand them up. This one, knee through, leg round, stand them up. Last one, knee through, leg round, stand them up. Cool. So if they've gone for your legs and you haven't been able to sprawl back in time, you need to work on the breakfall. So with the breakfall, if I just do it slowly, so you can see, imagine they've taken your legs out from underneath you. If I just do nothing, my head's going to hit the mats or whatever you are fighting on hard. Obviously that could be the end of it right there and then. So with the breakfall, here look, you're going to go down, spread your weight, so your fingertips and your elbow meet the mat at the same time here. Head off the mat. Coming back up, look, do it here. So elbows and fingertips at the same time, palms down, head off the mat. So back, up to guard. Square on, so I've got low base up, they've taken my legs out, back up. Here, look, back. Head off the mat, head off the mat. Here, it's the square on, they've taken my leg. Back up. Here. Back up. Here. 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 Again, here. So palms, elbow, down, not over. Down, so break the fall. One more time. Here, down, break fall. Cool. Nice, so we're going to put all three together so you just have a little drill with it. So the first one you're going to do is sprawl down to the ground. You're going to stand up, shoot your way forwards, and then you're going to break fall. So all three in one hit. So remember, low base. Imagine they've shot in to take your legs out, you're going to sprawl down, stand up, and then you're going to attack with a shoot. So knee through the hole, leg round, stand up, and then break full. And back to guard. I'll do it off facing this way. So if they've shot in for your legs, so sprawl back, up, and then pierce through to take them down. So knee round, up, once you've caught, break full, just as a drill. So this way. So imagine they're taking your legs, so legs shoot back, hips down, head up, arms straight, stand up, shoot through the pocket here, leg round, stand up, break fall. Remember with the break fall, fingertips, elbows down, in one motion, one move, not one then the other. Both at the same time, head off the mat. So facing square on here, look, they shot through, sprawl, up, low base, shoot, stand up, break fall, back to guard. Here's the low base, they're shooting in, sprawl, up, shoot through the hole, up, break fall. Get all three of those, just keep yourself going as many as you want to do. So here, they're shooting, sprawl, up, down, shoot, break fall. One more time here, look. They're coming in, sprawl back, up, knee through the hole, up, break fall. Good. Okay guys, the next thing that we're going to cover is, imagine they've taken you to the ground but they haven't managed to get on top. So maybe you've got your legs out and they haven't been able to pass the legs to get on top. We need to try and get up. So say we're not as comfortable on the ground, we always want to be defending the takedowns and getting up straight away. So imagine they've taken you down, so you've broken the forward here, look. First thing I want you to do is turn to one of your sides. Imagine they're stood up in front of you. So you've got a hand out, trying to stop the pass, and your lead leg or your top leg up, here look. So what we're going to do with this front leg here is we're going to kick it into the leg just to create some space. So we can push it into the knee, below the knee, above the knee, into the hip, turn it up, just to create some space. With that same leg, you're going to put it straight down and push it up onto your hand and onto the same foot. So you were kicking, foot comes down, you come straight up. Still got a hand out. That bottom leg here, it's going to shoot through to create more space. So imagine you've kicked into the leg or you've hooked the leg. So push away and then replace this hand, with the foot. So your foot's going to come straight back, hand out, up to where you should be here. Look. So imagine you're down. Here, look. And they're trying to get on here. So you can obviously kick away from here, but to get up, you're going to need to turn. Come up on this elbow. Hand out, covering the head, however you want to frame up. And that'll do it to the side. So kick out, so kicking into the leg, nice and long. Kick in, you can also move with it. If they're moving, I can move too. So kick, place the footlets up, down, and come up onto your hands. I've still got a guard away. Kick away into the leg, and then put it behind this handler. So you've got a strong base again, whether you come up in left foot forwards or right foot forwards, no drama. So let's go. So you're breaking the fall. Here, look, you've got hands in. You can kick away with your legs from here. When you want to get up, turn. Up onto your arm, here look. Kick away, frame up. The same foot, up, down on the mat. Come up onto your hand and your foot, kick out. And replace it, back to guard. Let's just run through a couple, so down. Good, so turn in, cover, kick, up, kick, back to guard. We can do it the other side, so down. Turn onto your shoulder, look here, onto the shoulder. Cover, kick with your top leg, doesn't really matter which way round you go. Kick away wherever it's going to be, kick, place the foot down, come up onto that hand, still framing up here, look, or keeping your hand long, whichever. Kick out, then the bottom leg goes where your hand is, behind it if you can get it there, and then back to guard. So down, turn to one of your sides, kick out, up, kick, guard. So you guys run through it. Okay guys, so I've shot through that fairly quickly, but obviously you could stop it, pause it, go backwards and replay it. But if we just recap what we've done. So the most important thing in your MMA will be the base, will be how you stand, your stance, sorry. So front foot face in, back foot off center, not square, not in line like this. About 45, just over a shoulder width apart maybe, lower base, hands up, covering your head in here. Look, don't want to be stood up too tall unless you're really confident on the ground and don't mind being taken down. So we'll forget that and drop the base. So here, look, then we started with the punches. So jab was the lead hand, cross was the backhand. Jab was the lead hand, cross was the backhand. Try not to lean into the shots, standing up, elbows tucked, punching in a straight line from the chin, back to the chin and here. Look. Opposite hand covering the jaw. Here, look, opposite hand covering the jaw, try not to creep the elbows out, elbows tucked in, covering the body. Okay, then we had nice, tidy footwork, so drag step in, whichever foot was in front would be leading. If your right foot was back, you'd be going back off that to start with. If you're going left, left foot first, right foot first. Forward, front foot, backward, back foot. So pretty simple once you get it. Front foot forward, back foot back, right foot to the side, left foot here, depending on which way you're moving. Not crossing, never crossing your feet. Okay, so tidy base all the time. Next thing we run through is if somebody shot through for your legs, so the sprawl. So lower base, but they've caught on, so you're going to push them down, shoot your legs back. Sprawl, remember the keys, arms straight, heads up, hips on the mat. So here, look, you force them down, imagine they're underneath. So feet out wide on the balls of your feet, head up. When you're coming back in, try and coming back into a normal stance or switch southpaw, whichever way it is, as long as your feet are apart and you've again got some stability coming back to that. So down and up. And then as if we were taking them down, the shoot. So front knee piercing through the hole, the gap between the legs. Hands can latch around, leg round, and stand yourself up. Use your legs to come up through. So lead leg, shoot through, round, and drive up. Halfway round, look, knee through, leg round, drive up. Knee through, leg round, drive up. This way. Knee through, leg round, drive up. One more. Knee through, leg round, drive up. Good. So if you've worked the sprawl bit, hasn't worked, and they've still taken you down, we then ran the breakfall. So from here, I've got a low base, but they've got both legs up. Remember, fingertips, elbows at the same time. Head off the mat and break the fall back. and then back up. This way here, look, down, back up. Head off the mat, down, back up. And the next thing we work is if we were on our back but they hadn't quite got onto guard or mount or got on top yet, how to get up and create that space. So we're on our side or we've started on our back here, look, we've been taken down, turn onto your side, so they're in front of you, so hand in the guard here or framing up on the head, whichever you prefer. Strong base here, look, like a stance as if we were stood up, this is my stability here. Covering, kick, create some space with it, up kick, go front kick to the face, body, knee, sweep. So push away, frame up still. That same foot on the ground, come up onto your hand, up off the floor, kick with the bottom leg, so create some space again, good couple feet, replace it, boom, back up to guard. From this way, down, turn, elbow and hip, so you've got some stability here, look, frame up on your head, or away, whichever, kick out, so up kick, body kick, wherever you want to go, knee, lower leg, sweep, sweep, hook, whichever, push, foot down, come up onto your hand, here, look, push away, and then back up behind hand, back up to guard. Cool, so that's week 1 for you guys. So start running through this, same as we've been doing in the classes, and I'll move you on.